Hello, good evening. Heavy rain has disrupted the card at the Cheltenham Festival today, but it didn't put off the many thousands of racegoers who were dressed to the nines for what's now called Style Wednesday. Her Majesty the Queen also brought some royal glamour to the occasion, but despite one race having to be called off, it's been an exciting day of racing. Our sports editor Ali joins us from Presby Park. Good evening to you, Ali. How's it going?
Hello, David. Yes, as you say, we did lose one race in the schedule today. Parts of the cross-country course were still waterlogged, but everything else was fine. In fact, the only other upset today was in the feature race. Now, as you say, the day started with all the cameras pointed at Queen Camilla, who was the guest here today, but it finished with all those lenses trained on racing royalty. The big question was, could Irish trainer Willie Mullins reach that magical figure of 100 festival winners? It has been quite a week for the royal family, and at Cheltenham, the focus of attention once again. Queen Camilla here to present the day's big racing prize. The second day of the festival is no longer Ladies' Day, rebranded Style Wednesday. The focus on sustainable fashion, championing second-hand outfits, and with prizes for both men and women.
I have seen some very stylish men, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's nice. I like that the men make the effort as well. It's not just all about the ladies. Seeing their style, everyone's got different styles, so it's really nice.
Charity shop on shoes and hats, and I upcycle the hat, so you can go racing for very little. It's great to see men dressing up, the suits, the ties, the well-polished shoes as well. I'm a stickler for a good shoe.
There's no doubt who's leading in the racing stakes. Willie Mullins on 99 festival winners heading into the big race of the day. But El Fabiolo mistimed a jump and pulled up, leaving Captain Guinness to drink in the acclaim of the stands.
Captain Guinness, take advantage.
Incredible, absolutely delighted. Delighted for Captain Guinness himself. He's been placed in a lot of grade ones, so for him to finally win one and it be the Queen Mother is amazing, and just, yeah, look, it's stuff of dreams.
Somerset jockey Freddie Gingell was also riding in that race, and at just 18, this was the biggest day of his career.
Since I was little, really, since I was 6, 7 sort of thing, I remember watching Cheltenham, missing school to watch it, and it's just everything I dreamed of doing, and now I'm here at 18 doing it, so yeah, it's mad.
A debut to remember, an upset in the big race, and a royal visit. Just another day at the Cheltenham Festival. And I've got one more bit of news to update you with. The very last race of the day, another winner for Willie Mullins. So he has done it, 100 festival winners in his career. He is the first person to reach that landmark, and in truth, as I said yesterday, nobody else has got close to that either. And let's not forget, there are 2 more days of racing to go, David. I would not bet against Willie Mullins adding another half a dozen winners before we're done this week.
That's incredible. Well done to Mr. Mullins, and we'll be back with you a bit later on. Let's go back to Alistair, shall we, at the Cheltenham Festival. Ali, how are you getting on? What else can you tell us? And good luck getting home tonight, because I'm told there's trouble in the car park.
Yeah, David, a lot of people here today, about 60,000 making their way home now. And we have spoken a lot about the rain and the weather, haven't we? And it has caused a few issues with the parking in the fields next to the racecourse here. A few people have struggled to get away, not least BBC Radio 5 Live's racing commentator John Hunt, whose car got stuck in the mud in the fields yesterday. He had to be towed out by a tractor, and the local farmer who helped him said that he'd assisted about 40 people to get away yesterday. So we did speak to the Jockey Club who own the racecourse about this. They did say yes, it has been one of the wettest winters on record. The fields are saturated, but they have laid down 40,000 square metres of extra trackway to help people get in and out of the course in their cars, and there are tractors available if people get into any extra bother. But essentially, all the car parking for the last 2 days is sold, so the advice is if you don't have a prepaid car parking space, then don't expect to be able to park near Cheltenham over the next 2 days.
All right, perhaps you should come home by horse tonight, Ali. Just run us through the prospects and the local hopes for tomorrow. You get me?
Yeah, just wanted to tell you about tomorrow's big race, the Ryanair Chase, and we've got a Somerset interest in this, and it's a good little story. It's trained by Paul Nicholls, stage star, and what is really interesting about this horse, it isn't owned by one person or two, it's owned by several thousand people, 4,000 shares in this. Everyone has paid at least £60 to have a share in the horse.
Well, it's fingers crossed, really. He's a bit of a Goldilocks of a horse. He doesn't like the ground too firm, he doesn't like the ground too soft. To have a horse run at the festival is fantastic. To have a horse that's already won over course and distance at the festival and may win the championship race, the Ryanair, tomorrow is just absolutely brilliant. You couldn't be more excited.
Of course, not all 3,000 of his owners will be here tomorrow, but we will be speaking to some of them if Stage Star does the business, David. Should be fun.